Hi friends, my name's Mackenzie.
And I'm Brady.
And this is Peaches. And we're
Big Love Homestead. Our goal is to produce 85% of the food we eat and the products we use.
So we're going to be doing that through creating a food forest in our front yard. So I started gardening when I was a little girl, or learning how to garden when I was a little girl. And throughout the years, I've had a lot of container gardens on balconies and backyards. And then I did a permaculture training when I lived in San Francisco. It really opened up my view of gardening and what it could be to really create a whole ecosystem instead of just getting your annual vegetables and everything, and how gardening really is connecting to the rest of the life around you. So I was super interested in the permaculture design, but never had a space really to have a garden in the ground or create a food forest of some kind, which is what I was really interested in. So a few years ago, I moved into this house and started working on a little bit of gardening here and there, and making a lot of plans in my head of what I imagined. And then when Brady came into my life and we met each other in 2020, right before everything closed down, that's when the garden really started to take shape, and we were able to create more of the vision that I had been thinking about for years, in a shorter amount of time, just with the space and the time that we had.
And I found the garden relatively recently. Again, when we got together in 2020, I had the space to apply a lot of what I was learning as an undergrad. So I went to school and studied geography. So a lot of what we're doing here in the garden is really a pretty natural fit. I like getting my hands dirty, and I've even more recently stumbled upon mushrooms and all things fungi. So I have an emerging love there, and that'll be a lot of what we're doing here. Maybe you'll see me working on some mushrooms.
And this is Peachy.
Here she is.
This is Peaches. She is our garden dog. And she either likes to eat from the garden or dig something up in the garden.
Always a willing taste tester.
Yes.
All the veggies.
Absolutely.
Especially peas.
Oh yeah, she's got her own. So we planted a fence of peas for us, but it was very Peaches accessible, so it became Peaches Pea Fence. It was really what it was.
So how about this goal?
So we made a nice stretch goal of growing or producing 85% of our food. What does that mean, Brady?
Well, we're going to be growing what we eat. We're going to be growing the medicine we use, whether they be herbs or anything else. If for some reason we can't grow it, we'll look to forage it locally. If there's something like, say, eggs that some of us eat and we're not allowed to have chickens, we're going to look to be creative in finding a solution. So sourcing that locally or trading with someone in our community.
So you are going to see us learning, and over the next 5 years and plus, but in 5 years, we're hoping to reach our goal of 85% by creating a food forest and with perennial fruit trees and shrubs and medicinal herbs and culinary herbs and anything else that we can learn about that we can throw into the food forest that we can eat or consume or is useful. That's part of what we're going to be working on. We're also going to have annual raised bed garden that we are harvesting all of our annual veggies from. We might be foraging. We will take you on those trips with us. And Brady will be talking about mushrooms and what he's doing to grow his mushrooms, and I'll be talking about veggies and different plants.
And ultimately, we're going to meet in the kitchen and get a better sense of how to cook all these things we're growing.
Right.
And not to say we're experts by any means, so we'll be learning as we go, and hopefully you can join us and learn along with us.
Exactly. So thanks for being here. Thanks so much for following along in our journey as we stumble through learning how to sustain ourselves and work with our community to provide everything that we need. Peachy looks already tired.
Over.
So thanks so much. Sending you lots of big love from Big Love Homestead.
Peace.
Peace.